Hello and welcome to Tech 18. I am Mohammed Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about how we can improve our Power BI development at least by 10x. Yeah, there was a new feature which is released by Power BI in November 2022 that we can make use of this feature and improve our development process. Before going into further detail, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. So basically the new feature what they have released is under optimize, and you have multiple options inside to that. So on the top ribbon you see here there are like optimize button where you can able to see this information about the pause visual, refresh visual, optimization preset and performance analyzer. So what it actually does, so all these things is basically what they have used is mainly useful if you are using a Power BI direct query mode. The reason is whenever you used to perform any kind of addition or deletions to this visual, like if you want to add a measure, if you want to realign the measures and so on, like you can see this on this video, if you want to add a tooltip button or if you want to rearrange the tooltip or if you want to add a fields onto the visuals. So all these things, if you are using a direct query mode, then it has to go to the data source and fetch those informations one by one from the source. So that actually cause a lot of transactions happens between the Power BI and your data sources. Not only that, if you are using a kind of direct query mode which is available on the Azure or any other cloud providers or even on the Snowflake, for example, then you have to pay per cost of your each and every transactions happens for that. Not only for your internet cost but also for the consumption of the compute charges which they are going to add up on your bill. So all these things you can avoid by just using the pause visual button on these options. So what happens actually is when you click on the pause visual, it actually stops sending the queries back to the data sources, and then when you just make all the necessary changes what you want to do, and then if you just click on the refresh visuals, whether you can just click on the refresh visual on the top of the screen or you can just click on the ribbon itself, or even if you just want to refresh the particular visuals, then also you can make use of that. To do that, then it's going to send you all the queries necessary to that. So let's say for example here we are just adding 3 steps here. So instead of sending 3 queries, it's going to send only 1 query at the end of this one. Not only that, if you are also adding some functionality like adding a filters to this a pane, or if you are adding a measures to this one, like here in direct query mode, if you are adding a measure, then actually when you add a measure it refreshes the whole page of your report. So it's if you have like 10 visuals on your page, then it is going to send the 10 queries back to the data sources. So that also you are going to avoid if you are using this pause visual, and then create all the necessary measures what you want, and then finally if you want to add those measures into your visuals, you can also do that, and finally you can just click on the resume visuals queries to avoid sending unnecessary queries back to the sources. And also the next thing is like if you are using a direct query mode and if you are doing any kind of changes to your relationship, then also it is actually when you just open up this relationship window, like manage relationship, what we have the options, then it actually gives you the preview of your data, right? So that basically takes the information from Power BI to the source to show you those information. That actually runs a query behind the scene. So that also is avoided using this new options which in preview basically about the property pane in the model. So here you can just make use of this feature about you can select multiple relationship at a one time, and you can make the bulk changes to active or inactive the relationship, or if you want to delete that you can also do that. And also you can make the relationship between the columns using this filter pane itself. You can just drag and drop from one column to another column. It creates a relationship, and then if you want to change any kind of relationship, like to make it active, or if you want to change the direction of the relationship, that's everything you can do, and then click on apply. It's going to apply that logic at that time itself. So it's not going to send back many queries to show you the table informations. So that's also one of the feature which it has. And now when I look into that in detail, what actually happens behind the scene here. So usually when you just click on the pause visuals, the first stage, what it has is it pauses the visuals and it reports and the report enters into a pause state. So there are multiple things which you are going to do after the pause stage. Is basically if you want to make any visual changes, if there is a change in just the formatting options, there is no query changes, then you can easily do that. It can apply the logic for that. But if you are using a DAX query changes, like if you are applying a conditional formatting that requires the DAX to execute, in that case the visual enters in the pause stage and you are going to get a refresh button on that visuals, and then you can still make the changes whatever you want to make the changes, and finally once you are satisfied with the changes, you can click on the refresh visuals. So it runs the visuals, it runs the calculation DAX engine and get the data from the source and then show it to on the visuals. So that's how it goes actually. So there are a couple of ways where you can do that. Is basically, so once you click on the pause visuals, so if you see here, you have this refresh button on this visual, and then you have this option whether you can refresh it from here, or also on the selection pane you can have this refresh icon where you can just click on that and it can refresh your visuals. Or you can just remove the pause visual options, or you can just click on the refresh or resume visual queries, so it can refresh the queries on your Power BI report. So this is a really great way that you can boost your performance of your development while working on optimizing ribbon option. So there are a couple of other things which you also need to aware of, like if you have the option of optimization preset. So let's go back to Power BI. Okay, if I see this one in the optimize ribbon, we have this optimization, and here we have the query reduction, interactivity and customize. So what does it mean? So query reduction, basically this preset turns off cross highlighting and cross filtering and add and apply buttons to the slicer, usually best for direct query connections. So you can make use of this feature and then you can start your development. And what about the interactivity? This preset allows cross highlighting and cross filtering as well as the real-time slicer selections, usually best for import mode. So this is for this one. And if you want to customize for yourself, you can just click on the customize. It basically open up your files, options and settings window where you can optimize the settings. If you see here, it opens up a window here, and right now we are into current file and we have the option about query reduction. So these are the two things which it mentioned in the previous two steps, previous two options, like instantly add a slicer changes, add an apply button to each slicer, right? So this is the one which it has option, and also we have add an apply button for the filter pane and also for the slicer selection. And also under report setting, we have this option as well, change the default visual interaction from cross highlighting to cross filtering. This also need to be enabled so that you can reduce your amount of data. And one other thing which I missed actually is about when you are working on to this option, the pause visual, the filter changes. We have a filter pane in Power BI, right? So whatever the filters which are going to apply, it also going to apply that as well. If you have a large data model like billions of record, and if you want to add visuals to the page, then you can just click on the pause visuals and then add a table and add the necessary columns and also filter the data in the filter pane and then click on refresh visual. Then it actually reduces the amount of data which it needs to be fetched from the source. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.